I'm going to begin with the foundation row, which is a total of 19 stitches in the foundation row. So I'm going to start with a 19 chain. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I'm going to make the foundation row stitches in the back bumps. So 1, that's 19 stitches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I'm going to make my return pass by doing a chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 all the way. And then I'm going to change color. So because it's this is an actual mosaic block, we're going to change color after every row here, and I'm not going to pull this to a close. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now row 2. Row 2 is a row of simple stitches, so it's going to be 17 simple stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then the edge stitch or the last stitch, and then return pass, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2 until there are 2 loops on the hook, and then we change color. Row 3 begins with an AB1. So here you can see this right here. So that's where we're going to make our A. And AB1, just 2 stitches further. And combine them and anchor them. That's AB1. And then 15 simple stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then a B2A. So B2 will be here. And then A. And then we anchor, combine and extend all at once. And then the edge. Going to make the return pass. And change color. Now this is how it is at the end of row 3. Now row 4 is a simple stitch, and then 15 A's. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then a simple stitch and then a last stitch. So this is how it's looking. The A stitches, those are the extended simple stitches, are hiding this entire row of yellows at the back. And I'm going to make the return pass now. And you can see here, that's how it looks. I'm going to change color. And that's the end of row 4. Row 5 begins with an A, and here and then 15 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then an A, and then the edge stitch, the last stitch here. And then I'm going to yarn over, chain 1, and then change color. So you can see here we're building this beautiful white fabric, and you can see that the yellow hardly shows through. And I realized that making the extended stitches from in between the chain really helps with that the color does not show through. If you make that extended stitch from above or below the chain, I have noticed that the color still shows through and you can see a little bit of yellow, but with this, there's hardly any color that peeps from the back. So that was an additional added bonus in the mosaic crochet technique that I found while working on this. So just something that I was really happy about. So here we are building our fabric with the white color, and we're building our blackwork design with the yellow in this case. Now this is the end of row 5 onto row 6. Row 6 is a simple stitch, and then 3A3 simple. So 1, 2, 3, 3A, 3 simple, and then again 3 A's and 3 simple. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 simple, and then another 3 A's. 1, 2, 3, and then a simple stitch, and then the last stitch. Here, this is how it looks. And then I'm going to make the return pass. This is the end of row 6. Now row 7. Row 7 is A. So here, A, 3 simple stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then an A, and simple stitch, and an A, and that repeat that sequence, 3 A, 3 TS, 3 simple, A, simple, A. So 3 simple, 1, 2, 3, then A, simple, and A. And 3 simple, A, and edge stitch. So chain 1 and then yarn over, pull through 2. This is how it looks at the end of row 7. You can see this little design forming here. Now row 8. Row 8 is a simple stitch, 3 A's, 3 simples. So 1, 2, 3, 3 simple, and then 3 A's, 1, 2, 3, and 3 simple, 1, 2, 3, and 3 A's, 1, 2, 3, and then a simple stitch, and then an edge stitch. Here it is, and chain 1 and yarn over, pull through 2, complete the return pass. Here we are at the end of row 8. Okay, we start with an A. Seven simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a B2 B1 combination stitch. So it's going to be a B2 will be here, and then a B1 will be here, and then we anchor them here. So that's how it is, B2 B1, and then 7 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then an A, and then an edge stitch. This is how it's looking. I'm going to complete the return pass. This is the end of row 9. Now row 10 is a simple stitch and then 7 A's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a simple stitch and 7 A's. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a simple stitch, then the edge stitch, and return pass. That's the end of row 10. Now row 11 is an A, 5 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a B1, and then 3 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then a B2, and then 5 simple stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a and an edge stitch. A return pass. Here. So this is the end of row 11. Now on to row 12. So row 12 is a simple stitch, 3 A's, 1, 2, 3, 3 simple stitches. Now 3 A's. Now this is important to see that it's hardly, the white stitches are hardly visible, but you need to make the stitches from behind these diagonal stitches, because remember that you're building the fabric, so all of the fabric goes behind the blackwork stitches. So here, 1, 2, 3, and 3 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 3 A's. 1, 2, 3, and a simple stitch and the edge stitch. So here, and then yarn will go through. This is the end of row 12. Row 13 is A, 3 simple. 1, 2, 3, A, simple, A, 3 simple, A, simple, A, 3 simple, edge stitch. Okay, this is the end of row 13. Now row 14. So that's a simple stitch, 3 A's, one, two, three, three simple, one, two, three, 3 A's, one, two, three, 3 A's, one, two, three, 3 A's, one, two, three, a simple stitch and an edge stitch. Okay, this is the end of row 14. Now row 15. This is an A, 15 simple stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then an A, and then an edge stitch, the last stitch, and return pass. Then row 16. Okay, this is how it's looking at the end of row 15. Now row 16 is 1 simple stitch, and then 15 A's. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is simple stitch and an edge stitch. This is how it's looking at the end of row 16. See this beautiful white fabric in the back, hardly any color peeping through, nice and clean stitches, and you can see that these diagonals don't really line up, but that's just the nature of how it is. But I think it's clear enough to be able to see the design. And now we're going to row 17. So row 17 is an A, a TSS, and then a B2, and then 11 simple stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then a B1, T, and a and a edge stitch. And we're not going to change color at this point because the only row left now is the bind off row, and that is not shown in the chart. So we're going to leave it like this for now, and I'm going to show you how it's looking. So this is the end of row 17. And with what you've seen so far, I wanted to point out that it is extremely important to keep your return pass chain loose. You're going to be making a lot of A stitches, because if you see that the fabric that you're building, the white color, it's only going to be either simple stitches or A's, that is the extended simple stitches. So all the diagonal stitches will happen in the blackwork color, whatever you've chosen for your blackwork design. Everything else, every stitch with that's made in the background fabric color is going to be either an extended simple stitch or a simple stitch. So there'll be a lot of extended simple stitches, and I just wanted to make sure that you understand that it's important to keep your return pass chain fairly loose, because you'd have to insert your hook in a lot of chain stitches. All right, now on to the bind off row. So we make a simple stitch and we slip. Simple slip. Just make sure your slip stitches are nice and loose, because they tend to get tight. Here we are. I'm going to now cut the yarn, and we can fasten off and weave in ends, and this is how it looks. I'm gonna block this and take a good picture of this for you to see later, but it is curling a bit, and that's okay. Once you block this, this will settle. But curling is normal in Tunisian crochet, and it's just a part of the technique, and this is all right. More often than not, blocking takes care of it if you have picked the right hook and yarn combination. I don't think it's very difficult, but I wanted to tell you that when I started developing this technique, I built at least 5 different swatches, made tiny little tweaks, made a different, used a different stitch for the diagonals, picked up these stitches from a different place, just multiple different variations before I settled on this. And to be honest, the first few swatches were really hard for me. I I wasn't happy doing them. Uh, I was wondering what I had done and what I had picked up and why I was doing this, but I think it's all about building muscle memory. I struggled a tiny bit while filming this video because the angle is odd and it's harder to make the stitches when you can't bring the project close to you, but I can make these really quickly now. So after the third or fourth square that I made, uh, my brain sort of figured out where to put the stitches, where to uh, I didn't really have to count all of these stitches. I knew where my A's, B's, C's, and D's went, and um, I knew how to pick up that back vertical bar from between the chain. I knew that I had to keep my return pass quite loose so that I could easily pick up the stitches. So with time, if you practice, you will be able to get it. I'm pretty sure it's just an extension of the regular mosaic crochet technique. The additional challenge is learning how to read a new kind of chart. I wanted to make sure that uh, that it was possible to pick up a Blackwork embroidery chart and just convert it into a Tunisian crochet pattern. So that's why there's all of this material about how to use a chart that looks so different from a Tunisian mosaic chart that you may have seen my earlier patterns that I've used there. Uh, so hopefully this is helpful. If you make these squares, please share them with me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.